it is going. We were actually going to get into the match. There
Damn,
it
that's right. Triple
goes.
hug.
Oh, that eerie music.
The music of ominence.
Of ominence.
The doom
Oh,
will come.
doomy doomy. Everyone's still connecting into the game. Oh, that first ban out, insta-ban Shen. It's not going to be an insta-ban blitz like we usually see. Oh! And Sonny and Co know exactly what Iris have been using and what they need to win a game. They do instantly ban out a Mumu.
I saw in the Sunny and Co matches between Sunny and Co and Blitzcrank actually getting banned. I was gonna say that they didn't ban Blitzcrank on from Sunny and Co in VGR's matches, and they paid for that. They paid for that dearly. But now that
VGR
Blitzcrank,
pick it up.
Yep, VGR picked it up. It was like the first thing they got. It was just like, oh, Blitzcrank's free. Yep, we'll take that.
GG.
But it looks like Iris are gonna ban Blitzcrank immediately. They don't want it either, and Malphite's gonna get banned. So these four champions, they're very, very standard, very, very normal bans.
Very standard,
all very
and very powerful. But both of these teams, I'm not sure about Sonny and Co as much, but Iris know how to use those OP champions so much. But they're a bit shifty on using other champions, so they may get banned out at Champ Select, and we'll see how they do in that laning phase.
And the laning phase is very important for both of them actually. It's really gonna set the tone for it, but team fights as well. It's gonna really come down to everything really, just working as a team, able to keep up with your competition in lane and in game, I guess.
Yeah, with all of the AoE being banned out, we do see that Shogarth going down, so we're not going to see that super tank come out from anywhere. But just especially seeing as that a lot of the teamfight AoE champions are being banned out, they don't ban the MF or the Sona, so that is available for Iris, and I'm going to say they're picking up MF and Sona quicker than you can say anything, or Lulu.
Oh, Lulu. Oh, and Caitlyn.
They're what? They're insta-lock for Sun on Caitlyn as well. They didn't insta-lock on the Misfortune. This is very interesting going into this.
But Nunu Caitlyn, I think they won a really, really strong early game and a really, really strong late game as well.
Oh.
So I think they might be going for early game aggression by the look of it.
They might have watched the previous games before where a lot of people were chanting for that Nunu Caitlyn top, so maybe a lane swap?
Maybe a lane swap, maybe indeed.
Oh, Iris are doing what they did for the last game of the best of 3. They're picking out that Sejuani. I don't always know about that. They did well in the playoffs with that Sejuani. But I really... Wow, and Lala, we're just playing around with me. Oh my god, he got that Ezreal. They're not going to use them as Fortune. They did not do well with the Ezreal in the last game. They got completely destroyed with it. But maybe they've got something up their sleeve.
Ezreal Lulu very aggressive as well. They can do a lot of aggression down early game, mid game, and I suppose that's their response to Nunu Caitlyn. Because Nunu Caitlyn, she has way more range on auto attacks than Ezreal. Ezreal has the Mystic Shot, but she can't just hide behind the minion, and with that Blood Boil, just do a lot of damage really.
Definitely. So maybe they are looking to face off against that lane. But I just have a feeling with that pickup from Sonny and Co that they may be going for the swap. What I would have expected coming out from Iris if they didn't go for an AoE team, that they did go for a CC heavy team in the least. There was Alistar available as well, but and it's very great for a CC team because you're able to control team fights with individual stuns, which goes out very well. We're not even seeing a Turret coming out here. It's quite unusual for these two teams.
But we are seeing, Orianna and Elise. Are we gonna see Elise in this game? She didn't get banned, and she has been a very strong champion throughout the tournament. And every team that picks her just, actually, he doesn't know. He's being fickle.
Being fickle.
Oh, he is gonna lock in on that Aurelia. So we are gonna see Aurelia top against what it might be. Might be Lee Sin top, or Zemus might pick something.
I thought they were gonna go Jax Orianna because that's the combo that they versed last game and lost to, and I was gonna be like, we're gonna see how well Jax versus Requiem's. So close. Rune QM, I mean Requiem. So close. Whatever. Valen going to be picking up that Anivia in the mid. That is an interesting combo. Both of them are decently ranged champions, but I feel like Anivia with a very slow movement speed can easily get caught out by Orianna combos, which don't actually cost her that much mana. She can poke really effectively against slow champions like Anivia.
And that is true. He has that egg, however, to stay safe in the early game. But if they really, really want them, they might pull something like VGR and immediately just gank or after the red buff and just egg Anivia at level 2 and then just kill her under her own turret.
Oh yeah.
But some people can't pull that off. Yeah, and the Darius dunk. But some people can't pull that off, some people can. It just really depends how safe she's going to play. Orianna has a lot of range with attack command, a command attack. So she can be safe, poke her out like you said, and she is Anivia is not the fastest champion. So she is very vulnerable in that mid lane. So it was a very good pick by Plebs into that Anivia pick. But who do you think is going to win that top lane between Aurelia and Darius?
Well, Aurelia versus Darius, I feel like Darius is a bit more an aggressive champion and Aurelia scales a little bit better on being able to use her Blade Surge to farm, and she scales better into late game. Early game she doesn't put out enough damage to deal with Darius's burst, and that is where I feel that Iris does fall off as a team. When they get aggressive, they're effective. When they try to fight games, they're effective. But when they feel like they're getting pushed out of lane, they're very timid and they don't go for the auto attacks that could get them pushed in that lane. And definitely Iwabazo, we saw him against that Shen Jax combo. He was that Shen, and Jax would pummel him early game. He had the damage output, but he wasn't auto attacking it. And yeah, so I definitely would be giving that top lane to Zemas to Darius at the moment, just because of the early aggression that I'm sure he's going to be able to put out on Aurelia.
And let's hope that is the case, that they do change it up, learn from their mistakes in the previous games, and really make a comeback in this one.
Yeah, apparently Petrash is saying that that Anivia and Nunu ults do stack on each other, so it goes into the uber slow, and the amount of damage they'll be taking from that will be insane. Maybe we're going to see a Cage's pick coming out from Nunu to put off a little bit more damage into his Ice Wall and his ult. There is that cleanse sitting on Ezreal, that there isn't too much in terms of stuns coming out from the red team, coming out from Sonny and Co.
That's the Yodo trap.
Here's a Yodo trap, so he can run and cleanse that.
He could cleanse that. But you're right. I think the blue team has a lot more CC. We have the Orianna Shockwave. They have the Sejuani Permafrost and the Glacial Prison. Aurelia has a slow/stun, along with Nunu's knockup and the slow she provides.
So it's definitely a very good pick out for the Caitlyn, you're right, but that is, I'm just so confused. But it'll do well for keeping him safe in lane. It just looks like they're going to be very, very passive in their lanes, and they're going to wait it out till late game. They're relying on Orianna and Sejuani to get off their ults perfectly, and then if any one of them is in danger, they can get Lulu ult off as well. So their team fight is looking pretty good, but there's a lot of damage coming out from blue, and the sustain on Anivia with that ult synchronization on Nunu was quite intense. And if the Dunk Master gets a hold of anything, which I think he is in that top lane, he's going to get a little bit stronger. Yeah, that'll just be it for endgame, but we'll see. We'll see.
And let's hope something interesting happens. You never know with these teams. Something might happen. They might make plays, break plays. It's just really how they're going to bring it down. And that's always the most exciting part of watching a tournament, isn't it?
Yep. The tensity. I just said tensity. That's my new word.
Tensity.
I keep making new words. I'm pretty talented. I have new dictionary. Oh, League of Legends client trying to not respond, and it fails to not respond. That means it's
trying to
Dom.
not respond.
Ah, Dom is a potato. Dom potato of the day. Dom the not connected of the day.
Dom.
Look at Team Iris loading like a boss. Win by
All
loading
of
screen.
Yeah.
Like, Nan Kimchi is now at an internet cafe, so he's no longer lagging. It was unfortunate that he was lagging all the way through the semi-finals.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah,
I
buddy.
didn't
He has transferred over now. He's at a net cafe, so he should be good. He's at 203. But that I don't know. That's decent enough to play. It's kind of weird that he says he's in a net cafe and getting 203 ping. kind of weird.
Maybe it's just yeah, I got no reason for him to be. But Valen has been playing Anivia in all 3 games. He does quite all right, and actually has Anivia, but VGR a little bit no Anivia a little bit too well, and they were a little bit more crafty than he was. So hopefully he makes something happen this time. Skin wise, however, I think
I just put the banhammer down on two pieces of crap that are joined on the stream and just screwed with everyone. So there's my banhammer power coming out.
what happened?
In this. They just came on and started insulting League and all the teams and everything, and it was like, you know, I can ban you from watching it, and you don't have to watch it. So bye. See ya. There they go.
That always feels good, doesn't it?
Feels so good.
Yeah, I'd imagine it to be.
Oh, Dragon Fist Lee Sin, 73%. Come on, here you go. They're actually lagging pretty hard on that side. Over half of them above 210 ping. There's my bans at Summoner Select. Who was it? Oh, they're gone now. It was Gary Good Cunt.
What?
Spelt with a K. Spelt with a K. I'm not actually saying anything bad. And what the fuck host? I mean, what the F host? Yeah. Well, I can't even. Yeah, that was my fault. All right. What are they doing for this? What are they doing? We're still waiting.
Is it Team Iris or just Iris?
It is Team Iris, but I just put Iris because it can be either way. You can use teams. But yeah, we'll be now putting up the selections for you on the in-game screen, so you can enjoy. Pretty little game that is.
Okay, I just updated that. Okay, I gotta update these in-game titles. Oof. Delete.
What are we seeing? We are seeing Caitlyn starting out with that longsword. It's not going to happen on Israel though, but he doesn't benefit as much from it as he does from getting those boots and the health pots. And that will mean Caitlyn's burst bot really, really strong. And it is going to be Nunu Kate combo. They're going to go on bot right now. They are sort of just testing the waters and looking around. They put an early trap down to secure that lane if anything happens. Maybe going for that red invade. What is going on here? Does look like Iris are teaming up at the top lane to go in for an invade themselves. And they're in each other's faces either side of the map.
But Darius is going up. I think he suspects something, so he's going to go there just for that security. And it looks like he is going to actually hover around the red buff.
Dom gets spotted by the ward at bot. Lulu very smartly set down a ward in red. Oh no, Zima's going to catch a little bush party. He might just... He's getting out of there. He doesn't know it, but he's just scouting around. And now they've managed to get in on it. Oh no. Oh, then Darius has spotted them. He knows they're there. Zimas is forced to go round up to his tribush. And it does look like Nan Kimchi and Lala, we're going to try for the chase. Nope, just poking him back a little bit. Sonny and Co know this is going on. They're going to start off red. They're going to start off Wolves blue anyway, and probably transition on a red buff. Both teams have sight of blue team's red buff though.
But it looks like Lee Sin might go for their red immediately. He does have the ability to. But Sejuani did start red. It does provide cooldown now, to my knowledge. So she doesn't have that mana regen, but she does have the cooldown reduction that comes with it, and now she has the damage over time. So this new jungle change has made the red buff much more important. But now they see that this ward has picked up on Lee Sin, and Lee Sin doesn't realize this yet. So now Lulu and Ezreal are here to pick him up. He gets exhausted, the attack command comes out, the ignite goes off, and Lulu picks up first blood. Oh my, Ezreal support.
First blood to Lulu. First blood to Lulu and red to Oriana. That transfer, but wow, that was a very bad smite from Dom coming in there. Didn't manage to smite out that red buff.
I suppose he just got a little bit too nervous. Panicked a little bit and maybe just misclicked.
Do it now. And that aggression definitely going in the way of Darius up at top. The early burst is keeping Iwobizu away. He's not even blade surging in to get the minion kills. He's getting one, but it was very, very close to him. He didn't bother with the other one. So yeah, he's looking to get pushed back quite a lot. He has grabbed a flask. He did get a couple of health pots, but really already burning all of the flasks and the health pots. And Darius still sitting on 4. And mid, Plebs is benefiting a lot from this red buff. You see, she went straight into that mid lane, put out a command attack and an auto attack, and that got Anivia way down. But now Anivia has burned a couple of flasks and that health potion.
Looks actually like Sejuani has found Darius, but she misses the Arctic Assault, but she does burn Darius' flash, but he is going to be safe for now. Wow, close call.
And
she landed the Arctic Assault. Yep. If she landed the Arctic Assault, she could have got this permit the slow off, and that could have ended up very, very successful for blue team. However, Darius, very, very fast responses, very quick response as well, flashing out of there in nick of time.
Sejuani going in there, probably going to take over that top lane now. That will deny other lanes the ability to get ganks. Valen is just taking so many hits from Plebs. He's staying in there because he knows his egg is available. There's the defense from Dom. A little bit of a late defense going on there, but Valen does go down. Let's see if he can finish off Plebs.
Slap the ground, son! Slap the ground!
Slap the ground. The Q is back up. He can't throw it out. He's got the kill.
Okay.
And Anivia securing that as well, making sure she got her Q out just in the right spot that Orianna could have used to escape. Orianna juking that up and still dying to that Q. Good use of Anivia's egg.
Yeah, and she knew that she had it, so she wasn't afraid. Or Valen wasn't afraid, so Valen wasn't afraid at all of dying because he knew he was safe. It's like a little mini GA, near immortal.
Apparently the mic quality clashes a lot with us. So what do you mean by that, Reno Fox? Is Ian a bit low in mic sound, or is his quality just a bit low? We are using Skype. I think the quality is a bit better on Steam and TeamSpeak. For some reason, Skype has gotten a little bit of a quality drop. Apparently, so the sound quality is apparently good, but the quality from Skype coming in from your microphone is apparently disappointing. But that's just Skype. It's not actually your microphone, Ian.
It might be
We can try switching over to Steam.
It might be my webcam actually.
Oh, is it your webcam's mic that's picking up the sound?
It might be, but I don't think so. I don't think it is.
You can always check the typical setting.
My XSplit is picking up my XSplit's using my mic to pick up my voice. However, I think it might just be Skype.
Yeah, it's most likely just Skype. See if there are any settings that you have on Skype that'll do that. Do that after this game, or in the middle if you feel like you can. But getting back into the game, it is already going to be a catalyst starting out on Valen, looking to get some early healing going on from that. Is he going to go for that Rod of Ages? But how is that really going to help in the late game? Doesn't go for a haunting guise.
Ooh, the wall goes up, but she misses the frostbite. She does land the flash frost. Does a lot of damage, pushing her back in mid lane, but Aurelia forced the flash out of the fight up top lane against Darius. Very, very aggressive out there. She is able to sustain herself. She does have some interesting quintessences from what I hear, but Darius proving to be just really dominant up top lane.
Very, very dominant indeed. Down at bot, we are seeing a Philosopher's Stone already out on Jugger. I always see this from Nankimchi. It takes a little bit of a long time to get out his first GP10 and to get out the Sight Stone, but he stays in lane a bit longer and pressures the enemy, so it's a bit of a trade-off there. He is picking it up now and going for a lot more wards, as you can see. Getting a bit of counter warding going down the bot.
He has put that red ward down. The sight ward. The vision wards.
The gank up top going down, and there's the dunk from Darius. Is he going to die to the ignite? No, he heals out of it.
The pots healed him.
That last tick of
pot. That was a very, very close fight. The ignite was going to get him, but he popped the health pot during that fight, and it really saved them. Got the extra regen off from that, and could have gone either way.
That was really close. That is why you don't go up against a Darius if you're trading the exact same health, because you know he's gonna dunk you.
You know he's gonna dunk you, and you know he's just gonna bleed you out as well.
Someone to be Miguel is
Sonny
level
is
6.
coming in. No, she gets netted, and she has to rock away.
And the minions are there to catch her ult if it went and when it got thrown out, so not a chance. There is the opportunity for Lee Sin to get a lane gank down at bot, considering they are pushed, and there are no wards in those lane bushes either. Not even Berserker's Greaves out yet from Caitlyn. She's a little bit down on Israel, considering Israel also has an assist, and he's not that far behind in farm. Up at top lane, Darius is tanking up a little bit more. Is he going to focus out a Black Cleaver or a Warmogs with that Ruby Crystal?
Throughout the time I've seen people rush at Warmogs. It is a very strong item, but a lot of damage is coming up from him. He has 6 stacks of bleed on top. And stun comes off. Oh, he does get slowed. Lee Sin does go in, and the dunk comes out. Another kill to Darius up top lane. Great lane gank by Lee Sin.
Perfectly executed. As Lee Sin came in there, you were like, no, he's nowhere near. Oh, yeah, wait. Just gonna safeguard. Never mind. In range.
If Lee Sin didn't come, I think Aurelia could have lived. But an extra burst from the Sonic Wave and the Resonating Strike, along with the ground slapping, it's too much damage for him.
Ground slapping. Yeah, I really love that about Lee Sin jungles and with Jack's jungles. Really effective coming out there, because they can get into the fight so quickly, no matter where the enemy is.
Ooh, and he's coming from behind. He does safeguard to the tower. He's gonna... Oh!
He's gonna get out of there, and he's gonna get out and die.
Great play by Orianna. She used the... What is the actual name of it? Yeah, Shockwave, I was correct. She used Command Shockwave to pull him in front of him, away from her, away from the tower, so that he couldn't dragon kick her into the lane, so she could stay within the tower, and that really just...
Out goes the ult from Sonny Miguel in mid. Sorry to interrupt you there, but down goes a lot of AoE. Valen has got his egg up. Is he going to be able to go down by Miguel? Miguel has no damage to him, but there goes the Israel ult. Does he manage to get enough damage off from that? Just barely. In comes Iwabazor. He's not able to throw out his Blade Surge to get the kill. It does go to Summoner Miguel, but that was just a bare pickoff.
Wow. I did not expect Ezreal's ult to just hit that on time.
Dead on, yeah.
Dead on time. Such great teamwork. They must have such amazing synergy coming out from Iris right now. Just knowing that, oh crap, they just hit the egg. Ult him. But without that ult, he could not have made it. However, because they did have that synergy, they did make that play happen. And the egg is going to be down on Anivia, and an extra kill goes to Sejuani, and I suppose that's going to keep her up to date as the jungler. She was lagging behind, down in CS, and she was down in kills, but now she sort of has a better squad than Lee Sin. Except Lee Sin has
the game, and it's nearly a Rod of Ages on that Anivia. And getting stacks on the Tear of the Goddess for Orianna as well. No boots yet for the Sejuani. She has netted that kill, but still ganking the lanes, not going back yet. Darius will find her in the jungle. She does not want to go near him.
Aurelia is not in a position to help her right now. Aurelia is saying, nope, I'm going to freeze my lane and farm right here. So both teams have wards down in that dragon. So it's showing a lot of objective control, having both the wards down. Blue team's ward, however, going to go down pretty damn soon. Red team just put their ward down. Lee Sin and Anivia are onto Orianna, but the shockwave comes out and it does pull them backwards again, saving her from that gank. So they did burn her ult in that respect, but there was a lot of effort that went into that gank, and I suppose she's doing very well by her own, able to keep herself safe.
And Patrash just in the stream saying, I hate Lee Sin, but I love him so much. Yeah, he is that kind of champion. You can make so many ridiculous plays with him that every game with the Lee Sin is a player's game. You verse him,
Yeah,
you
at
hate
least-
him, you play him, you love him.
It's because of the mobility he has, the ability to just jump to an ally or jump to an enemy, displace
Jump
them,
over
and
walls with a ward, seeing as he just picks up a, if he
Wriggles.
picks up a Wriggles Lantern.
yeah.
Oh my
Oh, and
god.
he does find Zero and Lulu, but he's gonna walk on.
What was that? What was that? What was that? It's gonna give Zemas the gank, sorry, the
Oh.
dunk, but no stacks of blood on him, so it doesn't actually manage to crit out and do enough damage. He needed a couple of bits of hemorrhage available to give him enough damage on it, and apparently Awabazo didn't know that. He did call it out.
But in return, they did manage to get that dragon on the red team, so that brings them to a 1.3k gold, to a 1.3k gold lead. That is something at 14 minutes. It's not a big thing. It's not something they can't recover from. The kills are even, and they can't see the gold difference. But it is their moral is still high, and they have that spirit left. But
Yeah, getting that initial turret and getting that initial dragon will push them forward a little bit quicker, and they can always use that advantage to get the one-up on the enemy. It is going to be a Cage's pick on Jugger. He is using that to get a little bit more damage on his AoE, and Sejuani is in there putting the slows down as well. I'm going to really love their kind of team fights. It's going to be ice everywhere as
Dom is
gets a
slashing
very
out of there.
big gank
sorry
up
to
the top.
interrupt you. But Aurelia's gonna go back onto Darius. Darius is stunned. Lee Sin is hanging around just in case he can do something and help. He's gonna safeguard to the ward, get the Sonic Strike and the resonating kick. But Sejuani's gonna go move on him. However, they're gonna stun Darius very close to the tower. It's not too close, but they're actually. Oh, if the turret switched aggro at that point, my god,
Dom would have been gone.
he would have been
God,
dead
no.
meat. But nope, he did manage to safeguard out of there and run. Hang out just outside turret range, but he does get the apprehend, the discipline, and the dunk! Oh, amazing play. Great play by Zemus. Darius, truly one of the big four up top lane.
Oh, another early smite from Lee Sin. He's going in for counter jungling. He's lucky that he's got a little bit of that health regen on his abilities, on his Tempest slash other ability, his Tempest slash Cripple. Now picking up that Wriggles Lantern, he's gonna have a ward available if he wants to dive over a wall. That gives a lot of good gank opportunities as well as escape opportunities.
It does, especially for Lee Sin.
Well, the flash
but-
going out from Summoner Mikal does manage to get the freeze on Zemas, and
Oh,
are the auto attacks enough?
Sorry to interrupt you, but Summoner Michael is. Oh wait, no, that's the right one. Sorry, you say Mikael. I heard Michael.
Yeah, I say Mikal because I've got a friend.
Oh
that
my
spells
god, the
Michael.
minions! Minions OP!
The minions go minions! No!
Oh, actually, no.
Oh!
Oh! Holy shit! I wubs you.
Where did Sonny even come from? Going in there, getting that on.
Oh my god, the plays! And the Dragon Kick gonna push him backwards into the enemy team. 4 members of the enemy team are surrounding him. He is doing his best to sustain himself, but it looks like he has to Blaze Surge. He does get the Lulu out. The Wild Growth does save him. Attack command grows into the middle near Valen, but the auto attacks. Oh, holy crap! Did you that Caitlyn ult?
Everyone on the stream was like, "Oh my god, she escaped!" And then when as soon as that target went down on her, it was like, "No! Where did that come from?" Really great noticing of the map from the commentators. I feel. I got that, totally. But yeah, they managed to have a little bit of team synergy. They knew that Zemas was going down, and Sun had her ult up, was just like, yeah, I'm going to get over there right now. It was a very, very well-timed play coming out from them just in time, and they went in, just did a little bit of damage in that team fight. Nothing came out of it in the end, apart from that kill. 1-for-1 as the exchange was. There's a blue on plebs now, sitting on that stack of the tears. She's doing so much. She's got so much health. So much mana and mana regen. Going to be caning out all of those command attacks and doesn't even care about mana anymore. Look at that. I bet she's on no mana right now. She can just stay in as long as she wants. Not going to get that really quickly. 5-6 as it stands. Down goes another ult from Caitlyn. On to Summoner Mikael. Will they be able to take him down? Very tanky. There it goes. Pleb's trying to save him out with a shockwave. Doesn't work, and the egg is down from Valen. But Lalawi is caught out a little bit by Seamas, and they're pushing everyone out of that team fight. They did manage to get the kill on Summoner Mikael. And down goes the dunk, but Seamas does get morphed. It is not enough for him to continue on and take out Israel.
Wow,
yeah,
very
was a
aggressive
Warmugs
play.
Up the top. There it is, Warmugs. And an Avarice Blade purchased on the Israel. Very nice to see an earliest Avarice Blade for once, because it really does help out in the early stages of the game. Gives you a little bit of crit and so much gold farm as it stacks up later into the game.
Absolutely, and it's really a safe option for a lot of AD carries now, especially with that ability to transit into a static shiv, attack speed, crit, and the ability to split push a little bit more efficiently. So if they go farm by themselves, they can do it a little bit faster and be a little bit more safe.
Oh yeah, what do you think we'll see coming out from him first? Do you think it's going to be Iceborne Gauntlets, or he's going to finish off that static shiv?
Ooh, that's a good question. Actually, a lot of the Israel players that I've seen in this tournament, they go for that Iceborne Gauntlet first. Static shiv comes afterwards, and some people just completely neglect Trinity Force or those sort of items, but the True Shot Barrage goes across the entire, goes past the red team, field golding them, not hitting too many at all actually. But the blue team do not want to fight that, and they are gonna back off. Lalawi, however, is gonna go walk over. Is he gonna do? He is probably gonna just check the dragon.
Side in that bush now, and it is going to be Iris descending up
Oh, that
on
ward!
PFF.
That ward!
Oh, look how in the bush that ward totally is. My god, that is disappointing. It lies.
Oh, apprehend, almost nabbing plebs. But it is just a little bit of a dance right now. Both teams are going back and forward.
Nivea putting down some really good wards and separating the fights, allowing them to pick off Dragon. It is only half health. Will they be able to get it beforehand? Down goes the ult from Sonny Mikael. The Glacial Prison catches a bunch of them, and they do manage to get the first kill on Jugger. Zima's going in there. The dunks are starting out. There's the guillotine, and it is going down on Nam Kimchi as well as Plebs. He is going everywhere with this.
But that was a 3-for-3 exchange. Now all that's left is Valen. Oh, landing the frostbite. Valen, Sun, Iwabezo, and Lalawi. So very even team fight. I suppose that was the team fight that blue team needed. They have the ability to do this dragon now, but I'm not too sure if they're going to be able to do it or not. Valen and Sun are going. They look like they want to stop. Oh, Sun is being burst down. He will be picked up by Ezreal. It is now a duel between Ezreal and Valen. Lalawi, what will you do? No, Jugger's up. Actually, he has the Blood Boy. He is coming in for vengeance. The Flash and the Frostbite coming out. The Flash Frost, and Valen will pick up the kill instead. Great play by
really good. All those last three Flash Frost stuns coming out from Valen were doing so much work. They landed every single time, and he got the stuns off. It's really strong. And they managed to get the dragon that they were so dearly after all that time. Look at those three long swords on Dom. What is he thinking?
I think he might have watched Freak's stream. Freak's stream, he did say that instead of going this one item, he should have gone 3 long swords because 30 damage is a big number and it's cheap.
30 damage.
30 damage. He says it's a massive number and it's cheap.
New quote from Freak: 30 and 30 of damage.
Yep. Tons of damage right there, but that might be one reason. The other reason might be just because he might be going into a brutalizer. He might have bought the wrong item on accident.
Accidentally brutalized 3. What? But yeah, I would imagine a brutalizer coming out. They're all going down from Sun. It's not going to pick up anyone though. I'm not sure who she was trying to focus on there.
I think she wanted that initial damage to come out. So they try to whittle them down a little bit, maybe do a little, pick them up. Ooh, Apprehend almost get him, but Jug position right now. The Glacial Prison does freeze 3 of them, and oh my, the combination of the ultimates coming out. Wild Growth into Shock Command. Zemus is ignited, he is by himself. The four members of Iris are still alive. And Sonny and Co are dangerously low.
Yeah, it does go up for 2 for 1 there. That was a terrific team fight. As you can see, the Iris really do have great team fight mechanics if they're equal in the laning phase, and they really did stay in the game for long enough to scale into that late game team fight. They just haven't been able to in the last couple of games. But it worked really well with Summoner Miguel. They caught Juggerov out of his element, but then Zemas coming in, the star of the show for Team Sonny and Co. And he got so many dunks off on them. He was the only one that managed to secure that kill, making it that trade that it was. But yeah, the team fight elements coming out from Iris are really great. They need to control Zemas and his ability to be able to dunk people.
Right, exactly, and they did that for the most part. They did catch him in the Glacial Prison, and then they caught him with the Wild Growth on the Piggy, and after the Wild Growth knocked them up, the attack command brought them back into the center, drawn them back, and that was a good 5 seconds plus of just straight CC. And that really allowed Ezreal to get his True Shot barrage off, in conjunction with Aurelia able to dive onto their carries, and Sejuani to do her thing with the AoE. So that was wonderful synergy from the blue team, and I really like that.
Somebody asked in the stream, when is VRG, VGR, what am I talking about? When is VGR versus Fashion for Fashion?
I think a safe time would be to say around 6 o'clock, because if we have a best of 3 series here, then it's gonna be 6 o'clock anyway.
Yeah, are we planning to make it earlier if we finish this in a 2-0?
Yep, if we can make it, sure.
Okay, cool. It is seeming like it is a pretty equal game, so we may see a round 3 match.
Yep.
Here it is, the Brutalizer is finished with 1 long sword left now on Dom. What is he going to turn that into? He's doing what Iris actually did previously, but they ended up feeding the enemy team with it, is buying a Ruby Sightstone for both the support and the jungler. And it does really work out in the fact that you've got 6 free wards to place around the map at any given time. But the enemies will take notice of it, and most of the time they'll probably get out an Oracle's Elixir and just feed off your wards all day long. But it is a very effective tactic. It gives you sight all the time whenever you need it, on demand. You can say before the game, you can set up points where you want those sight wards to go, and you have a strategy. Then nobody has to bother with buying sight wards. You just have to make sure they stay up.
No, that is true, but I also think it's very good for Lee Sin as a utility item. He does need those wards just whenever he can get them, just to jump over walls. So if he has more than just a lantern, then that's a very dangerous Lee Sin. He has a lot of potential to do a lot of tricky things, and that's something you kind of want to have on your team, I guess.
Well, counterwarding is actually going out from Sonny and Co as well, and such a long wall from Valen, blocking an entire lane now. Look at that. It's covered literally the entire lane.
The minion had to go around the tower, we saw that. Ooh, Aurelia is right next to the enemy team, and they are going to be looping around. Dom has a feeling that she's going to be there, but she's actually going to go through a lane. Not sure if they're going to find her out or not, but looks like Zemus will. But nope, he's not gonna.
Nearly got in on it, but yeah, they didn't. They waited just a bit too long to make those plays on her.
Just looking at the items right now, as we said, Darius did get that Warmogs, but he's also got a Sunfire Cape. He has literally no damage items whatsoever, and but he still does so much damage because of the hemorrhage.
True damage.
Yep, and the true damage ult, the Noxing Guillotine.
Oh, there's the static shiv from Israel. It does proc off on his Qs. When he lands it, it actually went off on everyone there. That was pretty cool to see.
Oh, so he's actually decided to opt for the static shift instead of the Frostborn Gauntlets as what most people as what most Ezreals actually opt for. So that it is very interesting. I suppose he's going for that team fight damage uh, along with the split push, the ability to farm faster and the split push.
Yeah, take away a lot of those lanes, and that's where the trade really comes off. Do you think that you're ready to stay with your with your Everest Blade and get gold from that while using the burst damage put out by a Shen that you get from the Iceborne Gauntlet, or are you looking to completely push out all of the lanes with a static shift? An early Baron is being taken out here by Iris. If they grab that, they could easily shift the tide of battle. But Sonny and Co, they do know about this. They've got the warding down. They know what is going on, and they got straight in there. Maybe if they push this out, they might go for it themselves. I wouldn't think it, but down goes the ult from Sun. Not doing enough on anyone, and there is a ward used by the Sightstone off from Dom. Like you said there, Ian, goes in, nearly takes too much damage. The ult stopped by Jugger.
Darius not getting anyone with the Noxing Guillotine. He is going to get exhausted. He is going to get stunned. He is ignited. He will have to face 4 members of enemy. Sejuani, however, just going full man mode. Back out to Valen. Valen is by himself. Lee Sin got a little bit too close to the enemy team, and Caitlyn just got burst down by Orianna. By Orianna's shockwave. Great play, great positioning on Orianna's part and the blue team in general. There goes the ace, and I think, do they want to do Baron?
They do. Similar to Mikael and Iwobiso aren't enough to tank it out though, so I don't know if they're going to be able to get it. There is quite a lot of attack speed on Lalawi, but it looks like they will be able to do it. Some of Mikael may go down to some accidental AoE from Baron. It doesn't look like Nankimchi's able to tank it out. Maybe Iwobiso is going to activate some true damage to get some healing going down. Lalawi now taking it, and they do split the damage. And yeah, they do manage to get everyone back in time to get Baron buff on everyone. So that's that there.
Summoner Michael actually went up in health. He was fighting the Baron. It was very surprising. Probably the health regen coming from the Spirit of the Elder Golem.
That early initiate coming out from Don was a very difficult one to predict. He got it out very quickly, and his team couldn't react faster. They couldn't react as fast as him, and he got caught a little bit out of place. He went down in health, and then he wasn't there to tank any of the damage or dish any out. But he had already spent all of his spells, so it's sort of a mix of for Sonny and Co. And they did back out. They weren't in there as a team for that last fight. They were sort of broken up, and Iris took very good advantage of that, and then chased to the end of the days.
And that was just it could have been a really big play for Sonico if they were closer, but I suppose Lee Sin jumped the gun, like you said, got a little bit too excited, and just went in without his team.
It's a Hex Drinker as well on Darius, so he is ridiculously tanking up now. Is he going to even get one damage item this game, or is he literally just going to be this giant beast that can take all the damage in the world?
I suppose the Hex Drinker does give him a little bit of damage and a little bit more once he upgrades it to a Morpheus, but that extra shield from that extra MR shield that it does provide is going to make him very dangerous. Nunu and the Glacial Prison does land on 4 members of the enemy team. The Wild Growth does knock half of them knock up Zemus. Darius does get the duck, but he doesn't kill anyone with it. Summoner Michael does tank the both towers by the look of it, but none of them have gone down, and that was a 3-for-none exchange to Team Iris.
It was, yes. You can see at the very beginning of that, Ayers got his ult off right on top of Sun, and then Sun was bursted down by Iwobizo's ultimate, getting out that blades. Getting out the Transcendent Blades right on her. Just one Transcendent Blade took her down, and now they're up to turrets. This is what I was talking about from Iris. This is what I love to see. They're ridiculously amazing teamfight mechanics coming into play, and they really know how to initiate. Someone in Mikael got that initial Glacial Prison off, and it kept the enemy team, it kept Sonny and Co. in place for a full-on battle to ensue.
Now I know what you're talking about, that synergy that comes up from both teams, and wow, they're getting aggressive. They want this tower.
Tower.
It looks like Dom and nearly the entire team from Sonny and Co are going to react to that, but they're not going to make it in time. At least it's a little bit too late, but there's a lot of farm there, and Valor wants it.
Seems to be a lot of health regen or something going on in Iris, because they didn't look like they took any kind of hit, and someone in Mikael was up there taking all the hits for them, and he's only sitting on a Sunfire Cape and a Haunting Guise, so doing a little bit of AB damage, penetrating the team just a little bit, if you know what I mean. But yeah, with that Haunting Guise, and he has finished off that Spirit of the Ancient Golem as well, making it ridiculously tanky. Yeah, I know. I can't help it. They had to call it armor penetration. Seriously.
Well, like I said, while Summer Michael was doing Baron, he had that health regen from the Spirit of the Ancient Golem, and it was actually healing him faster than the Baron was doing damage, and that was just something to see. Like, that's the only healing sort of item he has. There's no other ability on their team that provides that much healing.
Oh well, yeah, we've got Aaron Wu in here. He did point out to us. So sorry, I did forget about that. They do have Baron, which does do 3 HP per second for healing over time. So that was the reason why Iris came out of that fight and then healed up so quickly. Sorry about that.
Yeah, and want this bot part as well. Ezreal has that side of shift. Some people in the chat from your chat, because I have your chat open as well. They have mentioned that Caitlyn doesn't have a. It's awkward for them that Caitlyn doesn't have stack shift, and you'd imagine that Caitlyn needs that auto attack speed to do a lot of damage, and the fact that she auto attack
for a Phantom Dancer instead.
So she wants that extra crit damage, and she wants the crit chance.
There's a little bit more attack speed on the Phantom Dancer, to be honest, but the charges on Static Shiv are a little bit more useful. There's a little bit more crit on Phantom Dancer as well. She's just focusing on getting out those auto attacks, which scale well for her because of her passive.
That's true. The headshots do a lot of damage. It is true, but I have been hoping to see a lot of unorthodox. Did they just put 2 wards on the red team out
there?
They
certainly did. That was fun. The Flash Frost nearly catching up Webbers over the stun, but there goes down the ultimate from Anivia. The wall goes out as well. They nearly separated Iwobizo. There's nowhere near enough damage to take out Iwobizo when he's ulted by Lulu. They go into the team fight. There's a random one caught by somewhere. It looks like a random one. It totally wasn't a random one. Down goes the dunks from Zemas. He started on plebs, and since he started on plebs, he didn't have any dunks available. They are starting to get crushed from this, guys.
Amazing play by Wobs though. He almost got burst down, but then Lulu came in with a wild growth at the perfect timing. Now Sejuani picks up the ace as well. But when Lulu ulted Aurelia,
it was a random
with that,
it was Aurelia.
Yeah,
I knew I saw
best
it. I was
reaction. It pretty much negated all the damage that came from it. And now they're going for the Nexus, and it looks like they're just going for the win. That was the first game between Iris and Sonny and Co. GG, well played.